Let's go do some work so that we can have fun for free. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't and hit the little bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. Today, Thrifty Tip Thursday. Are you ready for it? But first, we're gonna go get some work done so that I can show you the thrifty tip. So far the little guys are doing well out here and holding their own out in the big yard. One thing I like to make sure though is that they have enough food. So I let them out before everyone else so that they can get plenty to eat because the big chickens will push them right out of the way. I also make sure that they have a fully stocked feeder and waterer in their coop, and I make sure that's available at night. I fill it up so that in the evening and in the morning they have plenty to eat also. Here they come. Someone caught a worm there and they're playing chase with it. Gross. The early bird gets the worm. These guys seem to get along fine with the little ones too. I wouldn't put them all in close proximity at all, so they all have plenty of space. Believe it or not, these guys seem terrified of the chickens, and the chickens will boss their way through and eat all their food too. So I try to let them have a little bit of time to eat and drink well before the chickens come out and start bossing them. These guys are really hard to get a faraway shot from because they're always right here. So I roll around, fill up all the waters, feeders, finish up the chores before I let those guys out. Here they come. You'll always know a broody hen when you meet one. She is so puffed up and ready to hatch some eggs. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. One thing that always seems to happen when we have a mixed flock of different ages is the certain age groups are going to hang around together, whether it be a broody hen and her chicks, or it be a group of like juveniles like this, or it be the adult hens, or these guys back behind me trying to eat my hair. And when the bigger hens come around, the little guys kind of scatter because they'll peck at them. But if you give your flock plenty of room, there's usually not going to be any serious harm because they can get away. It's when you start trying to stuff them all in a small area that you run into more problems. Well, the work is done. And here we are. Are you ready for today's thrifty tip? Okay, this is my daughter Zoe and I, and this week's thrifty tip is how to have fun for free. And we are at Indiana Dunes State Park, which is somewhere that we've come for years, pretty much for free. Okay, every year for several years, our family has gotten one of these annual entrance permits that Indiana does for all of their state parks. And we have used it all the time. We love state parks. We're close to at least two that are within a half hour from where we live, so we have enjoyed them over the years. You may not be at a state park or a location that has a cool beach and all these sand dunes that you can climb, but I'm sure you have state parks and county parks that are usually free, and even just town parks have playground equipment if you have small kids. that you can enjoy for free. This has always worked for our family, and we have really enjoyed spending time in state parks and county parks and just nature areas. If you don't have those around you, because I'm not sure if that is just kind of area specific in different parts of the country or the world, but I'm sure that there are places you can get outside. And not only is it fun, kids love it, adults love being out in nature. It's good exercise, so it's good for your health, which also can help with some thrifty living down the road. But it's just fun, and you can do it on a very tight budget. And we had years where we were a single income family, and we really made some great family memories out in these places where we didn't spend a ton of money. Almost all of these places are going to have activities that go on and interpretive programs and nature centers. Kids love that stuff. Actually, older kids love it, and even adults. I love this kind of stuff. One thing that I see they still do here is an owl prowl, where you go out at dusk or evening and try to hoot up some owls. We used to love doing that kind of stuff. Again, all this stuff is almost always free. So I'd love to hear any ideas you have that your family does fun things without spending a ton of money. I'd love to hear those in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you the next time.